Hello chess fans! Fans of the beautiful game. This is Chess to Impress with another impressive position from history. And this one is an impressive one. Look at the king on g1. By the end of this video that king will be on h6, helping to deliver checkmate to the black king on a board full of pieces. We're in 1991, October. The Interpolis tournament in Tilburg in the Netherlands. It's the fourth round. White is Nigel Short from England, black is Jan Timman from the Netherlands. It was Alekhine defense, and this is the position after 26 rook d8 to d7 from white, which is Nigel Short. White has a winning position. Let's look at the position. Okay, black has the bishop pair and white has doubled pawns on the c-file, but look at the position of the pieces. All white's pieces are very harmoniously placed and almost all of them are pointing towards the black king. White has a tremendous attack. Looking at the black pieces, look at that poor rook on a8 doing absolutely nothing. The only trump card black has is the battery of queen and bishop pointing at the square g2, so the knight cannot move because then there will be a checkmate on g2. That's the only thing white has to be careful about. Apart from that, he has a superior position. From the tournament book about this tournament, a tournament written by a number of Dutch chess writers, it said that Timman had planned to play bishop takes e5 here, but before he played that he saw the refutation. Of course, bishop takes e5 looks like a good move because white cannot take with the knight because of queen takes g2 checkmate. But he can play rook takes f7, and after king takes f7 there is knight takes e5 because it's check, so black does not have time to give checkmate on g2. He's in check himself, and not only that, the move is also a fork. On the next move black will lose his queen. So bishop takes e5 was not possible. Timman saw that in time and played rook f8. Short swapped the bishops on g7 and played rook 1 to d4, bringing his last piece into the attack. This rook can now work on the d-file as well as swing over to the king side to help the attack on the black king. Timman played rook ae8, bringing his poor rook at least to the center of the board. Queen f6 check, king g8, h4, h5, and Short played king h2, the first step on the ladder to h6. But Timman at this time, as he later said, did not realize yet what white's idea was. Here both players were in time trouble, and Timman could have muddied the waters a little bit by playing bishop c8, attacking the rook, because then Short would have had to find, with not much time on the clock, the move g4. And I'm following the variation from the tournament book. The game is analyzed there by Dutch international master Rini Kuijf. H takes g4, knight g5. Of course, the knight can now play because the bishop has left the b7 square, so there's no mate on g2. And if now black takes the rook on d7, then there's h5, and this leads to checkmate. For example, g takes h5, queen h6, and checkmate in a few moves. If instead black doesn't take on d7 but plays the bishop back to b7 with that mate threat on g2, then white has a very nice move, f2, f3. Lovely move. There's no mate on g2, and after g takes f3 there's still no mate on g2. Now the black pawn is in the way, and that gives white time to checkmate himself, to checkmate the black king himself. Rook takes f7, rook takes f7, queen takes, king h8 and queen h7, checkmate. But yes, short was still winning, but he would have had to find this variation and other variations that it didn't show, starting with the move g2, g4. But Timman did not take this last chance. He did not play bishop c8, he played rook c8. And there comes the king, king g3. And by now Timman must have seen what Short's idea was, but there's nothing he can do. On a board full of pieces, the white king marches up the board. Timman played rook ce8 and king f4, bishop c8, and after king g5 Timman resigned. The king is coming to h6, and if black tries to prevent that with king h7, then there is queen takes g6 check, because the pawn on f7 is pinned. King h8, queen h6 check, king g8, king f6, and there is a checkmate on g7. In the final position, if black plays something else, for example bishop b7, then there's king h6, and again checkmate on g7. A beautiful game which has really become an evergreen, a beautiful attack crowned with the marching king. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. This is Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.